Hey everybody, in today's video we're taking two nostalgic images that were shot on the Nikon D850 and making them look old. We're going to go from this to this and from this to this. Ready? Let's go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is Labor Day weekend, the unofficial end of summer, and what better time to get out and shoot some nostalgic sights in the city of Aurora. The first one I stopped at was the old Dairy Queen on Lake Street. Again, end of summer, ice cream, why not? And I'm thinking old school nostalgia. Process it so it looks like old film. I have a film camera. Thank you, Robert Waters, for gifting me that. I have a film camera and I've been wanting to shoot film and been waiting for the right moment. This was probably the right moment. Shooting the old Dairy Queen and shooting this sign behind me probably would have been perfect for film, but financially just not ready to take that on just yet. It's pretty, like 14-15 bucks at least to process film these days, so kind of holding off on that for now. But so got the D850. I'm in Aurora / North Aurora, shooting the old Northgate sign and the Dairy Queen, which is only not even a mile away from where I'm standing right now. So thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Hey, all you new subscribers, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. Not only stopping by, but commenting and getting engaged. A lot of spirited discussion around the pro photographer video that I put up a week or so ago. So great discussion, lots of views, but more importantly than the views is, there's 250 comments on that video, so everybody seems to have feel strongly opinionated about that. It might be worthy of kind of diving deeper into that subject, and I probably will do that in the not too distant future. But for tonight, just enjoying a beautiful sunset and shooting this old sign behind me, as well as the Dairy Queen that I already have driven by. So now I'm going to take you into the old Beat Lab at home, jump on the computer, and we'll go through a few images. So let's do it. Here we are at the Dairy Queen live. This is exactly what it was looking like when I was there. And here's the raw image. You can see I'm in Lightroom in the upper left hand corner there. NEF file, 5-second exposure, f10, ISO 64. Shot it at 35mm with my 24-70 lens on my D850. So now we're jumping into the development panel, develop panel. And first things I'm going to do is I'm just doing autocorrect on the exposure just to use it as a starting point, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the white balance, but now I'm going to adjust the white balance to something that I like a little bit more. I have the D850 set on 5000 Kelvin for white balance, and then I just adjust it in Lightroom if I don't like what I get right out of camera. And honestly, I do like what I get right out of camera most of the time. Gonna close down the highlights here a little bit and open up the shadows just a touch. And now I'm going to adjust the whites and the blacks, get that to where I like it. Add just a touch of clarity. I don't need to do anything with sharpening or denoise. I always check remove chromatic aberration as well as the enable profile corrections. I've already checked the transform button. Get everything straight. And let's see here. Gonna warm it up just a touch. Probably bring it, yeah, right, just a little over 5,000. So I still don't like how dark it is in the gable end, the front end, where the Dairy Queen sign is. Right now I'm just adding a little bit of vignetting like that, and to deal with the darkness in the front, just going to get an exposure mask, or brush, I'm sorry, an exposure brush. Just gonna brush in a little bit of light around that Dairy Queen sign, and maybe use this brush also, not only for exposure, but see if I can warm up the temperature. We'll see. Not sure if I need to. I think that's all right. Actually gonna thinking I was gonna cool it off a little bit. Yeah, I think I like it right about there. So that is pretty much gonna do it for this image, but I want to do more with it. So what I am thinking is I'll pop it over to Analog EFEX Pro. So if you see my video from last week or a couple of weeks ago, I did Color EFEX Pro as well as Silver EFEX Pro. So you might want to check that one out. Alright, now the file is loading and we are in Analog EFEX Pro, and just like the other software in this suite, it's just like different filters to give you a starting point. This one is called Classic Camera. So just gonna kind of scroll through a couple of these. You can see how it actually adds grain, it adds scratches. Some of them add frames, like make it look like a negative. There's a lot of different things you can do with it. I just like using it when I have an image that is nostalgic in nature and I just want to make it look like it was shot on film. So I just switched from classic cameras over to vintage cameras. And I kind of like this one, but I want to take that frame off. I usually take out the scratches and stuff like that if there is, because that's, to me, that's just a little bit over the top. And even though I have purchased this software, I get that silly warning to update the software every single time I turn it on. It's very annoying. So now usually I just kind of tinker until I find something that I like. You can see I turn the bokeh off, and I turn the light leaks off, and then turn it back on. Now I'm turning the frame off. Kind of like this. It's not too bad. But now I'm looking at this other one, and I like how this one is a little bit flatter than the first one. Definitely need to get rid of the frame and the vignetting and the light leaks. Or maybe not the light leaks. Definitely looked like it was the bokeh that I had to turn off. But I like this look. I like this a lot, actually. Just hit save, and that will export it, push it right back over to Lightroom, and that's pretty much it. At this point, I'm just going to export it. And you can see here the settings that I use when I export, and 99% of the time I don't use a watermark, but what the heck. I'm going to throw the watermark on this one just for fun and demonstration, I guess. Hit save, and there it goes right back into the original file that was in. So let's take a look at it with the watermark. And here it is, and I love the soft light in this image. It is very nostalgic. It is just gives me good vibes. I love the turquoise and blue, really. So yeah, good stuff. There's a couple of things obviously that I would fix. It's not 100% perfect, but certainly good for this demo. At the end of the day, we went from this to this, and yeah, this is something I'd put on my wall. I like this one a lot. The Northgate sign in Aurora is an iconic mid-century modern structure that has become a local landmark. Located on the northeast side of Aurora, the sign originally served as the entry marker for the Northgate Shopping Center, which opened in the 50s. The sign's distinctive googie architecture, the Northgate sign remains a nostalgic reminder of Aurora's post-war suburban expansion. It is a popular subject for local photographers, go figure, and preservationists, especially those interested in mid-century design. The iconic sign at the Northgate Shopping Center is a visual link to days gone by. Alright, here we are back in Lightroom, and you can see on the bottom there I'm kind of going through the images. I bracketed while I was out there. If you don't know what bracketing is, you might want to check out one of my earlier videos. I'll put a link up to it. So I'm going to choose these three images, go up to Edit Photo Merge, and click on HDR. This is real time. It goes pretty quickly. I have a MacBook Air M1 chip, and it goes pretty quickly. So you notice I didn't do any processing to those three images. I just took the raw files, bracketed, the three bracketed images that were one step apart, and merged them without any processing at all. So now you can see in the upper left it says HDR DNG. And I've got something going on. It's either on my mirror or on this lens, my 2470. I have like a hair or something that shows up right there. So I just kind of painted that out using the eraser tool in Lightroom. Really easy to do. So now I'm going to take the HDR image, again those three bracketed images that are now one image, HDR image, and I'm going to send it over into Analog EFEX Pro, again because I'm trying to make this look like it's filmic, old world 70s type of image. So DxO makes this product. It started as a Google product, Nik software, but now it's owned by DxO. It's a whole suite of software. It's pretty cool. So here I'm in Analog EFEX Pro, and I'm in the section called Classic Camera. Just kind of looking, they're basically like filters, almost like you would find in Instagram or anything like that. I find that they put too much noise and crap like that I don't necessarily need. I mean, but some people like that, I'm sure. That's what the old stuff can look like. This one's not bad. I kind of like this light. Yeah, I definitely like the vibe and the feel that this filter gives the image. Is that turquoise and orangish, just old world feel. So yeah, easy to do, and yeah, just love it. I like how this one came out. Alright everybody, that's gonna do it for another video. Thank you so very much for stopping by the channel. 2 people stopped by just to see what I was doing, what I was shooting, and they both are looking me up on YouTube. So if you guys see this video, be sure to drop a comment, say hello, let's keep in touch. I enjoy chatting with you guys out here. So I'm gonna wrap it up right now. You guys know the drill. Like it if you did, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And with that, I am your old buddy Double G, and I am your very best friend in the whole wide world. We'll see you next time everybody. Thanks so much. Bye bye.